Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to go through my persuasive speech just to highlight the different techniques that I used here so you can get an idea of what it was like to write it. It might give you some ideas as well. So let's put a pen on this. Let's go with pink. So I started my speech with "Dear courageous boy." What I was doing here was I was trying to give the boy a compliment. If you compliment someone, they're much more likely to believe what you say or follow what you say. So I wanted him to be on my side from the word go. I then started with a very short sentence, the "look around you." I wanted him to have that sense of um, actually looking around and following that instruction. It's an instruction, isn't it? Look around you. So if I were to deliver this to him, I actually wanted him to look around. I wanted him to realise the situation that he was in. I then asked him a rhetorical question: what do you see? Well, I know what he's going to see, nothing but water for miles and miles around. But I wanted that reality to really hit hard because I'm trying to persuade him to stay with the bear. Then I went with "there is nothing but shark-infested water for hundreds of miles." Now, I don't know if that water is shark-infested, but I want the boy to believe it's shark-infested so that it builds that water up as a dangerous thing. And then I said for hundreds of miles. I could have just said they're surrounding you, but I wanted to again build that image up in that boy's head that this water that's now deadly, shark infested, stretches for hundreds and hundreds of miles to make it seem much bigger in his mind. You wouldn't survive half you wouldn't survive half hour in those deadly depths. So I'm telling him that if he goes into that water, he is going to perish. He is going to die. I've used some alliteration for deadly depths as well, just to add more impact into how I feel that water is deadly. It's going to cause his death if he goes in there. I then use this phrase, which you'll notice is repeated quite a lot: stay with the bear, stay safe. Now, I've taken some inspiration from Boris Johnson here with his "stay alert." Um, and I've gone with that phrase because I like the alliteration with "stay safe," and I also like the repetition of "stay." So stay with the bear, stay safe. I think it's a nice phrase which hopefully is going to make the boy think, yes, I should. So actually staying with the bear will be the safest thing to do. I then told him that he has no other option. Any other option will be ill-judged and irrational. So I've used those words, ill-judged and irrational. I've told him that the only decision basically is to stay with the bear. Anything else would be a bit stupid to do. I fear if you try to flee in a whimsical manner, you'll become just another lost soul sailing the seven seas for eternity. So first of all, I've told him that there's a lot of fear if he tries to flee. That makes it sound like fleeing will be a dangerous thing to do. I've then told him that if he does, he's going to become a lost soul sailing the seven seas for eternity. Now, there's some very good alliteration there. There's this thought of that if he does go, he's going to become this ghostly figure that's lost and will be wandering around the seas for eternity, not just for a long time, but forever, eternity. So I'm really trying to scare him here into not jumping overboard and trying to escape. You must continue this journey with the bear. I'm giving him a direct instruction and using that word must. You must do this. So he hasn't got a choice anymore. I've told him he must do it. Yes, he may be a little clumsy and lacks the skill of sailing. So there, I've kind of used a bit of humour to try and diffuse the situation. This bear, don't forget, has got this boy into a terrible situation. But I've tried to make it seem a little less dangerous, a little less, a little less dangerous, I suppose, by using the word little clumsy. just calling the bear a little clumsy. If you call someone a little clumsy, it just means they spilt a drink or something. I mean, this bear has not spilt a drink. He's got the boy into a terrible situation. But I'm trying to make it seem less terrible by just saying that he's a little clumsy and he lacks the skills of sailing. And then I've countered that clumsiness with, however, he has proved to be quite a resourceful creature up until now. A bear capable of making the perfect cup of tea and playing the ukulele is a bear I would trust with my life. Again, I'm using a little bit of humour here, isn't it? In reality, I wouldn't trust a bear with my life, even if he can make a perfect cup of tea or play the ukulele. But I'm explaining to the boy that this is an exceptional bear. He can do things that not other bears can do. And by saying I would trust him with my life is, again, another strong, powerful, emotional phrase which is going to persuade that boy to stay with the bear. I understand that this bear has made a few promises that he may have found difficult to keep, but he has explained himself fully, and there were reasonable explanations as to why you are still at sea. So here I'm trying to get the boy on side, saying I understand that this bear has made a few promises that he can't keep. So just sometimes when you're trying to persuade someone to do something, trying to get them to feel like you're thinking the same thing of them and you understand them and you're reading from the same page is really, really powerful. And I then put the explanation in here that the bear explained exactly why you're still at sea and it all makes sense, just to try and calm the boy down and try and get him to in that situation where he trusts the bear again. I've then repeated my phrase, stay with the bear, stay safe. So get that that's the message that I want the boy to go in. Those 6 words is the most important of this whole speech. That's why I keep repeating it. I question why you're in a rush to finish this journey. So the reason why I've put that part in there here is because I want the boy to start to think, well, why am I in a rush to finish this journey? This is the perfect opportunity to sit back and enjoy the fresh breeze of the open seas, reflect on your life so far, and relax into the peace that is supplied only by nature at its purest. So I've all of a sudden tried to turn this situation that he's in into something positive. I've tried to tell him that he doesn't need to worry about it. This is actually a really good thing. He should be just chilling out, relaxing, enjoying it. It's actually a good thing that he's stuck in this situation. I've tried to dial down his worry and tried to get him to just chill a little bit. And then I end with, I urge you to stay with the bear, stay safe. So I finish on that repeated phrase because I want that boy to be thinking that phrase over and over again, because it's that phrase that I think will calm him down and make him choose my path, make him stay with the bear and stay safe. So hopefully that was useful, just to talk through why my choices, my word choices there. Remember, you really got to try and get that boy on your side. What other techniques could you use to try and persuade him? Think about when you've been persuaded of something, or when you've tried to persuade someone else of something. How did you go about it?